Hello and welcome everybody to DGT Live. This is the new, greater, more mellow us. I'm Leo along with
Rick
and
Francisco.
this is DGT
We had a
After
bet last
Dark.
night.
Why-
We had a bet, Rick and I, last night that you were gonna mess it up. You quite didn't, but you were about to.
just about.
So
What?
we'll
Why,
give you a
why
pass.
is this the new mellow DGT?
Because we're more mature now.
oh,
We're mature.
with a name change comes greater responsibility.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Ricardo.
That's
My
cool.
Wise Ricardo.
So what's up, dudes?
What's going on?
how was your weekend?
Why are you so quiet? What
Um,
happened to you?
Oh man, I've been like sweating nonstop for the last 72 hours. I had a very busy weekend. Friday was my son's birthday. We
Mhm.
did a little dinner for him on his birthday.
All right.
Cool.
Saturday started up. We got up early.
Thanks for the invite.
Went to his soccer game, and then that night I had a live concert production that I went ahead and performed for the first time. And I wasn't a performer. I
Oh,
was
I was like,
the producer for the live video content.
I would have liked
of
to
the
see
concert.
Leo performing. It would be awesome.
Yeah, and
No, it wouldn't.
so after that, then the following day was his actual birthday party. You know, where we invited friends and family over, and yeah, so I'm a little bit sleep deprived. I'm a lot overworked, but I'm here.
For
I'm
any of you,
feeling-
just really quickly, for any of you joining us in, we're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties. You're obviously seeing us very choppy, but I'm pretty sure you can hear us okay. Don't know what's really going on. We'll look into it, and hopefully next week it'll be nice and fluid. But sorry about that. Later on, when we upload this recording to YouTube, that one should be constant. Shouldn't have any issues. So if you don't see it here, you'll see it there. You'll see it in good quality.
you can watch it on YouTube on tomorrow. Actually, starting tomorrow. That's when we get syndicalized.
What was that?
Nothing. It was just my scream.
Okay.
All right, that's cool. So all
You're
right,
you're like super mellow, super like delayed. You're out of
You're out of
yourself.
touch.
This
I
is
was
What's
Touch.
going on?
this tired Leo.
It actually
at
has
work.
been like 4 weeks since we've done a recording like this, because we did like 3, I think, back to
The
back, like
raids.
out and about with Pokemon, and then last week it was
See,
Labor Day.
Last week we were supposed to do the Roku, Rookie, whatever his name is raid, but last minute we decided that it was going to be a no-go because it was a holiday. It was Labor Day.
Yep.
So happy belated Labor
Belated
Day.
Labor Day.
Like anybody
that me?
celebrates it, really. It's just an
No,
extra
it's not
day
me.
off for your weekend, so you take it, you have fun with the family. We're like, yeah, no show this week.
I'm
but we're
hoping-
back.
I'm hoping the caffeine will kick in towards the end.
So we do
Here's the
have
feedback.
big plans coming at the
I
end
think
of
it's from my
October.
phone. I have the volume on.
It was Labor Day.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. So yeah, end of October we have another con that we're going to. We're not telling you where just yet,
Oh,
but we haven't invited, and we're
wait,
very
it's at the
excited.
end. I thought it was the beginning.
No, it's end of October.
Oh.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to go. I'm gone the beginning, middle of October.
Oh,
Are you
So-
going to Japan to
Going
see the
to
cove where they kill
Florida.
all the dolphins?
So to all of
Stay
our
away
peeps
from
that
the
watch us in
alligators.
Florida, hope you're
Taiji,
okay.
Japan.
Hurricane Irma just went through the coast of Florida,
Mhm.
made a lot of damages here and there. Nothing like Harvey, whatever his name was in Texas.
in Texas.
Was it Harvey?
Yeah.
I know it was an H name
Hurricane
because they
Harvey.
go by alphabetical order. So now Irma wasn't really that much. It was bad. There were people that got displaced, lost their belongings and all that. But hopefully you get back on your feet.
Well, they had
quickly.
a good. They got. I mean,
They prepare.
They were
more
better prepared. I
yes.
mean, the governor for like a week was saying like, "Get out, get out."
Like get out. Like he
So-
was
Go
actually
on,
kicking them
kid.
out. So yeah, I'm gonna be going to Florida. Beginning middle of October. Disney World. Yay.
Yay! No.
And so then after I come back, that's when we go to our first big event as Digital Game Time.
Ooh.
So it'll be interesting.
Oh.
Right. And I just wanted to say to all the people out there, just because we're more mature doesn't mean that we're gonna be really worrying about all this stuff that you see on the screen up there.
Oh.
We're not gonna have blood and gore, nudity,
What is this
sexual
about, Leo?
themes,
Like,
strong
what is that
language,
thing?
use of drugs,
That's not our
or
label.
violence.
That's not.
We have a really great show for you today, although I might be ruining it because of my
Yeah, you're
lack of
you're a downer,
enthusiasm.
dude. You're a downer right
I'm
now.
a downer right
yeah,
now.
what the heck, man?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Really,
All right.
really quick. We had a comment. Hurricane Jose is coming soon, but won't be allowed in by the president.
That
was pretty funny.
That is a funny one.
That was pretty funny. What do we got going on over here? Hey, what's up, Leo?
What's going on, everybody?
All right.
Welcome to Digital Game Time, your family-friendly show about gaming, movies, and pop culture, all from a geek daddy perspective.
Ooh, a digital gamer's perspective.
Yo, along with
Rick!
and
Francisco!
what's going on, guys?
So
we have a
we're
really
back.
great show for
Can
you
we
today.
cut off the
We
previous
got
like
some
5 minutes?
mature, rated content. Got to put on the headphones here. Got to find out what's going on. What's up, all my peeps out there watching us with the choppiness on the live stream.
I was gonna say they have like a robot buddy. What's going
Strobe
on?
light effect
Yep.
in full effect right now for the people watching us live. But sometimes we got to make sacrifices, folks.
It's like we're watching the playback
Sorry
on our
about that.
devices over here. and
Whoa.
It looks funny what Leo's actually doing.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry about that. Something out of our control. It's probably within our control, but we
What?
didn't.
What in the world are we about to
I-
watch? Is
I
it
blame
family
Irma.
friendly or something?
It was
I
Irma.
play it. So what
It was
is
Irma.
this?
The new Super Mario game.
This is a new game for the Switch. It has just been announced.
Well,
that
this came out in
Rockstar-
2013, I think.
12.
2011, somewhere around that.
Yeah, it's an old game.
It's an older game from Rockstar, but go ahead.
Shout outs to my little buddy Adan.
Earl, a shooting
So-
at
Yeah.
111.
Hey, Adan. No, but
He
this
keeps
time-
asking when is he gonna be on the show.
He just was.
Yeah.
Only gonna warn you.
It's the same.
That's it.
All right.
that's it. That's all it. all you
We
get
don't
out
have
of
any
that. I'm sorry.
parent consent forms, so that's about as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah. All right.
LA Noir, Switch.
So LA Noir is been announced for the Switch, Nintendo Switch. And I thought it was newsworthy
Pick up a
for a
shovel
second
and pick
before
on
Leo
away.
corrected me and slapped me silly. I thought that this was like the first big collaboration between Rockstar Games and Nintendo, which prompted me to believe that after this we could have seen GTA on a Nintendo platform. But as Leo promptly corrected me with such gusto, told me that GTA China Wars was actually released on the Nintendo DS a few years back as
That's
well.
right, and it was exclusive at the time. At the time.
So yeah, nothing new other than the fact that I have not played this game yet, so I can actually play it
I mean,
now.
in a way, yeah, it's still pretty valid argument, thought process, because this is more of a mature title, as it said so at the beginning there.
Right.
So if Nintendo, being family friendly, is kind of allowing this to slowly.
Well, remember
Slip in?
Manhunt originally came out on Nintendo Wii first.
Yeah, but it was
That's
like
also
it was
Rockstar
animated, like cell shading,
Right.
like black and white. It wasn't like a full on. Well, I mean, this isn't super detailed, but this is more realistic than
Yeah,
what
but
Manhunt
that's the
was.
other thing
But
that
it
I
was
was
very
gonna mention.
mature. It was a
Back then,
MA
when this
game.
game came out, it was the first game to actually use real actors' likenesses to become characters on the game. Right now, it's more common, like we saw it with Star Wars, The Force Unleashed. The Force Unleashed. They started using that guy's likeness to become the apprentice.
I
After
would
this-
beg to defer. Super Star Wars, anybody?
Well, but
No,
we're
I'm
talking
just
about
kidding.
like actual
I know what you mean.
motion capture, motion.
Shut your
and
mouth.
all
I'm just
that.
pulling your legs.
Shut your mouth.
They made this like big deal about it where they put like the actor and
I
put like a
love
whole
it.
bunch of little balls around his face
Listen to
to
Francisco.
capture his likeness, and that's
I'm
what made
listening
me
to you, buddy.
excited about it. That's what like the first announcement. I was like, oh, I need to get this game. I didn't have a PS3 at the time, and I took like another 2 years before I got one, so I never really got to play it. But now it's gonna be
See.
available for the Switch.
Speakers in the way.
Yeah, we got an obstacle there. I'll be honest. I mean, I've heard of the game. I never played it. I never.
I'll be honest with you. I played the game like for about 8 hours, and it
It bore you.
it bored you after a while. It was
You should have passed it by
because
then.
it was like almost the scope of a GTA type of game, but it doesn't feel at all.
You don't have the freedom
like you
to
have
move
freedom
around.
to do anything. Like as soon as you want to move out of an area, it tells you better go back and investigate. You know, it's kind of like,
Yeah, see, yeah.
okay.
I don't know. I think you
Some
have
guy
to be
flipping a coin
more.
comes out.
You have to be more of a I don't know, like an RPG final type of fan to enjoy this type of game.
You know what though? I have to say though, I want to go back and play it. It was intriguing.
Tell you what.
It's just one of those games where it got to a point where it felt like a chore to keep.
Tell you what. Buy a Switch. Buy this game. Go ahead and play it.
Or I could just continue playing my save on
No.
PS3.
No, that's gone.
That is gone.
That's in the
Use
past.
it.
That's in the past. PS3 doesn't exist anymore. Moving on. What else do we got in the news?
You don't say moving on, Rick.
I'm a middleman.
I just did.
Okay, time's short, so let's move on.
Let's move on.
To buy,
Chrono
laugh,
Trigger.
So this is just a compilation of Super Nintendo
Nintendo
games, so that we can talk about Super NES classic news.
Reggie Films anime. Wow! What did he say, Leo?
He said, "I'm not Leo, but I'm gonna answer for you." He said, "Guys, chill, bruh, chill." No, basically he tweeted, right?
Yeah, he tweeted.
So he sent out a tweet saying, "Don't go for the scalpers.
What's going on,
Don't
Melinda?
do eBay. Don't do all these scams. Trust.
AJ Bishop.
Trust."
I don't know. I don't know if I want to trust, but
I don't know, man. I mean, with that kind of comment, it's kind of like saying like yeah, we just kind of showed the lollipop to the kid, kind of enticed him, made him cry, didn't give it to him, but now they're gonna be like, just kidding.
And
here
we're
you
talking
go.
about the Super Nintendo Classic, of course. They're saying that, or Reggie actually is saying, that's the president of
Reg
Nintendo of
gon' give
America.
it to you. Gon' give it to you. Reg gon' give it to you. What?
He's saying that don't go to eBay, don't pay scalper prices for the Super Nintendo Classic, don't pay more than $79.99, because apparently he did not say this, but this is a speculation between everybody right now, is that there's gonna be enough stock of the Super Nintendo Classic to go around once
Chicken
it's
stock.
released. So I don't know. I've been burned by Nintendo before, and I'm the one that has actually
See,
supported them the most.
this-
and even I don't trust them
This-
right now.
kind of excites me because we already spoke about our experiences with the ordeal
Bad.
of buying online.
Bad.
You were the one that actually got. Speaking of, you were the one that got the Walmart order.
Yeah,
back
right.
a
I
couple
still
months
have
back.
it. Mine still says processing. It has not been
And
canceled.
what was it, like a week or two ago? Walmart.
Yeah. They say that they're going to cancel every pre-order that has more than 2 units ordered.
Oh.
So if you have
Oh, then
a
you're safe then.
Yeah,
I
if
thought
you-
it was just every pre-order.
No. They say that if you have a pre-order with only 1 unit, you should be fine. But if you have 2 or more, they're going to cancel them. And they're going to give you a $20 gift card for your trouble. So
Well, that's not bad. So you're still gonna get one.
one
Plus a
and
$20
and a
gift
$20
card.
gift card, yes.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, honestly, the people that bought more than 1 unit is because they're selling it, or they're trying to get some cash out of it. So
Yup.
I have no tear.
We don't care for you.
No tear. No tear for you. Because of you, I couldn't get one.
Yeah, it's true. So who knows how this is gonna end? I mean, we'll see if we can walk into Toys R Us and pick up a unit like normal.
That's like our only salvation right now, Toys R Us.
I don't think so.
There was a rumor this week they were going bankrupt.
No, it's actually been
But,
confirmed.
What?
They're not going bankrupt. They're
Spill the beans.
They're restructuring. Restructuring? Did I say that right?
They're
Yeah.
going bank heist.
So basically, they're trying to assess whether they need Babies R Us or not.
Oh.
So at least
I
in
won't-
our
I don't need it
area,
anymore.
I won't lie, bruh. I won't lie. Babies R Us is expensive.
yes, and we know. Like
I mean,
yeah.
what went on with the camera there?
Oh, what happened?
Nothing, Rick.
It went
I don't know what
blank.
I don't know what you're talking
What are
about.
you doing?
So,
I
It
don't
was
know
all
what you're talking about.
censored. So
we're still here, guys.
Toys R Us, as it is, every now and then they got a pretty good sale. The prices can be good if you, investigate and research.
Right,
But
right.
Babies R Us in general, the clothing, the formulas, the diapers, the cribs, the strollers, everything is just, it's way overpriced.
Oh, there
I
we
don't
are.
know.
What are we watching
we are.
on
Back.
screen now?
Oh, so Oh, fine, I'll just stop talking about babies R Us.
So yeah, babies
Okay,
are us.
wait,
If it
before,
goes away,
before we do this,
okay.
I just want to read a comment here. It says, Melinda says, you guys are blocked by a big black square.
Black. That's the
What?
correct way to say it.
Is it just me or does that sound kind of racist?
No. Look,
The
black
correct
is
way,
the correct way.
is a big African American square. No.
Okay,
no
that-
joke.
that-
No,
No,
joke.
I'm sorry.
No
I'm
joke.
sorry.
Rick,
You're
you're
No
gonna
joke.
get us canceled.
No joke.
just
That-
like some other guy.
That
in
is
the
a
news.
tie-in. That was a good tie-in
Do you
to
think
this,
that,
to
do
this
you think
next
that was
segment.
a good tie-in or
It-
was
it
it a
was.
bit
That was a good
forced?
tie-in.
It was
It was
good.
a
It was good.
was it a bit
Don't
forced?
hate me.
No.
I
Don't hate
tried
us.
kind of hard on that.
I've been eager to talk about this, guys. I don't know about
Don't
you,
hate. All right.
but I
Okay.
want to hear your thoughts first.
I want to give 2 points of view. On
All right,
this.
go ahead.
I want to give 2 points of view.
All right.
Right now,
No.
the whole race issue here in the United States of America is a hot button issue.
It's ridiculous hot.
And PewDiePie
Oh,
has a
PewDiePie.
history of loving controversy.
Then
Every
again-
time there's controversy on his channel, it just grows for some
Yes.
reason. It's
because
he,
everybody has to go check it out.
he has the formula for it. I don't believe that he's an actual racist, but I do think he's smarter than he leads on. Just like that one meme of the guy.
I don't know.
No,
but
no,
it seems
no.
pretty
To be
juvenile
honest,
to me.
to be
Oh,
honest,
he is, but I mean the character he plays is juvenile, but I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's like a Joker type of character, where it's kind of like he knows what he's doing,
All
but he
right.
makes it seem like he's joking around
So-
and messing up. And
So
all
let's
this.
say that he actually planned this. It's coming to bite him in the butt.
oh, it is.
It's-
absolutely.
He's already gotten a lot of
Oh.
what is it called? Whiplash.
Not only that, but I was actually following it last night. I read the news about it. He was playing Battlefield. That was the game that he was playing. He was playing Battlefield, and we'll
No,
talk
not
about
Battlefield.
I thought it was
Play-
PUBG.
Oh, that's right.
Players unknown. Player
It's-
unknown.
It's the same
Battleground.
developer as Battlefield. It's what I wanted to get at. But here's the thing. So the guys, the
Go ahead,
developers.
play the clip so they can see what the game is about.
Well,
at
we'll
least.
talk about what happened, but the developers.
No. We don't have the clip because
Oh.
we don't want to actually show any clips that has the actual wording in it. So this is just.
and you're not gonna find them.
No, there are some out there. There are.
Okay.
YouTube has been taking them out, but there are some actually out there.
And you
Yeah,
know,
this
what-
is just the game that he was actually playing
All right.
when all this happened.
Which, by the
So-
way, I was about to buy this game this week.
That's next topic.
So
Shut up.
basically, the developer pretty much went onto Twitter and said, "We are using a DMA claim against PewDiePie and every single one of our video games that he's ever played."
flesh.
I think it is a developer, but I don't think it's the developer of this game.
Oh, okay.
I think
Okay.
it's
DMX,
another
DMA.
game that he
So
plays.
Well, so basically, the DMA claim, to those of you that don't know, is the developer of a game, the creator of a game, has the right over where it's shown and where it cannot be seen. So they went onto YouTube and said, "Take this down now," and they took it down. So the developers give those streamers the chance to play those games online and allow them to monetize their videos to earn revenue out of those videos. But the developers, if they say, "No, you're not getting any of it," they can shut it down or they can get all their earnings.
But here's the thing, though. On their website, I don't know if it's in terms and conditions or just straight up on their some page, it says, "Enjoy, guys. Go ahead and stream."
Oh, and that's how the attitude they had with PewDiePie.
Mm-hmm.
Not after this. And their thing is that they don't want to be associated with bad language
Yes.
promoting their game.
I
their
completely
work.
understand that, but it's kind of like saying, like, here you go, do whatever you want with it. And then because of one word or one action, I know I don't like that. Give it back.
Well, they're the owners of it. They're, in other words, they're
Yeah, but
being
that's what they
nice-
need to establish
Well,
first.
yeah,
And
but they're already being nice enough to let you try out their product. And it's like, see, when we were younger, Leo let me borrow his bike. And he's like, "Hey, yeah, borrow it, dude." And he remembers
Don't
this.
tell that story.
He remembers
hate
this.
you for it.
Exactly.
do tell. Do tell.
So it's like,
Punch him in the face.
He's like, "Hey,
I'm okay with it.
can I borrow your bike?" Brand
The
new
risk
bike.
you're willing to take.
Yeah, brand new bike. Like he
For the
had
show.
it for like 2 or 3 days, and he's like, "Hey, dude, can I borrow your bike?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, buddy, go ahead." And I borrowed it, and I went and
For
like
2 to
around the
3
block.
days?
No,
no.
he made up some lie about why he needed to go somewhere.
I made up a lie. I don't remember. this,
Yeah,
honestly.
and I was like, man, this guy really needs to, get there quick. All right,
"No, dude, I think."
come on, 11-year-old kid letting you borrow his 3-day-old bike. You needed a lie for me to let you borrow.
Gullible Leo.
No,
Yeah.
well, whatever. Whatever the circumstances were, I took his bike. I went around the block. It had just been raining, and I came back with the bike full of mud everywhere.
I have
Seed everywhere.
no idea where you actually went, but you came back with it. It was just muddied up everywhere, and I was like, "What the heck, dude?" And he says, "Oh, there was all kinds of cholos. There was gang fight. There was a rumble. They had chains. They had bats with spikes in them. They're rumbling, and one of them came after me. But I didn't want them to steal your bike, right? So I had to go through the mud."
'Cause I was
And
thinking
you
of
made
my
up
buddy
some
Leo.
big story, and I was just kind of like,
Dude.
"Okay, well, let's go clean my bike then."
Yeah, and then we just watched it, and it
I
was
believe the
fine.
whole thing.
Yeah. So that's my point, Rick. Yeah,
What did
buddy,
you-
borrow my bike?
What did you
But
do?
I don't remember.
He just went out
honestly.
to play.
But that's the thing. It's like, yeah, buddy, borrow my bike, do whatever you want with it, and then I come back with it, muddy it. That's exactly the same analogy here.
Yeah, but whose fault is that for letting you borrow it?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But like after that, Leo's gonna be like, "Hey, Leo, can I borrow your bike again?" What is he gonna say?
Nah, bruh.
Hell, nah. Exactly. So that's the same thing that's happening right now with PewDiePie.
So
And you're still trying to make it up to me till
right
this
now,
day. Thanks for the shirt, by the way.
it's a controversial issue because it does involve racism. I'm not
But what's more serious, him
I'm not-
muddying up my bike, my 3-day-old bike, or racism?
racism.
I think the bike was more valuable to me
Racism.
at the time as an 11-year-old boy.
All right. So to
Because
not keep
PewDiePie
you-
doesn't mean it.
Only if it was a minority
doesn't
bike,
mean
Fake news.
a minor bike.
Okay, so that you know what we're talking about. Basically, he was playing this game right here. Was it this one? Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he goes and says, "Oh, that effer N-word," and then he quickly realizes, "Oh crap! Oh, I'm
He was-
sorry.
he was-
I'm
he
sorry."
was-
laugh, like-
He was streaming it live. He
Yeah.
said that, and then he goes, what, he said some other phrase,
He said so. He continued cussing,
and then he goes,
continued, like-
"I'm sorry, by the way," or
like-
"I'm
it's
just."
Like, I'm sorry, but he's
like-
an effer.
like I'm not serious. I'm sorry.
Kind
So-
of.
But he
Yeah.
is a whatever, you know.
to me, see,
Yeah.
this is at least my outlook, my personal view of this.
200.
If you're gonna be racist, whether you want to admit it or not, that's you. That's
Right.
your choice. But when you know that you have an important presence online,
And you have a following.
a huge following. I mean, this guy has what, 50 million subs?
Millions
I
of
think?
views a video.
No, I agree. There is a responsibility
There's got
you
to be
should
some
take
kind
upon
of
yourself.
restraint.
Right.
Now, you
But
do it off camera.
Historically, though, he's never shown restraint. So
No, that's the problem. Is that they have giving him chances.
But-
like at least 3 times they said like,
I think
all right, bruh,
every
we're gonna give
time.
you one more chance.
I mean, he does foul language. He does little pranks. He does his little jokes, and he disses on people, but jokingly. I don't think anything has ever been established that he's openly said like, "I hate this,"
well,
or
no,
"I hate
okay,
that
see,
guy."
I'm gonna give him a pass on that because I know that the younger generation kids today, that's how they mess around.
Right.
That's how they joke around, and so his audience is them exactly. It's younger viewers from like teens to like even some kids. So he's joking with them as if he was talking to them in real life. But problem stands is like how Leo says, he has an audience bigger than he is.
Right.
Because at this point, they look up to him as a role model.
Yeah.
And if
yeah.
he keeps upholding this type of language, this type of behavior, little kids that casually find them on YouTube because he's prominently advertised everywhere, they're gonna be like, oh, so this is okay to say the N-word, you know? At one point, that's what's gonna keep happening, and that's why people are giving him grief about it. Do that on your own time. Do that on your own. But then, you know,
Read your comment.
when you are actually streaming, talking to an audience, just chill, dude. Just bring it down.
I
a notch.
honestly, as far as foul language goes, I mean, I know people have their own way of speaking, and it's, you know, to each their own, right?
Right.
Like if it's not my thing, it's never been my thing because, I mean, it's never been my thing in front of a camera. You know, when it
I
comes
feel awkward.
when it
You
comes
know,
to
like,
foul language, it feels like a lack of respect for
Well,
other
I mean,
people
as
that don't
it-
want to listen to it.
As it is, I mean,
But at the same time, I get it.
it's slang.
You know?
I mean,
It's-
that's the custom way of speaking
if you're a
nowadays.
black person,
Right.
No, well, I'm not just saying that word in particular. I'm talking
Oh,
about all the foul language
yeah.
and the vulgarity of the way that they speak.
that's
it's
what I'm
normal.
saying. Yeah, but
So for them to transition from normal conversation, as in A to B kind of person, as into a streaming where you're talking to millions of people, there's no switch where it's just like, okay, switch my conversation. It's a normal fluid thing, so it's bound to happen.
well, he's lost 2 developers. He's lost the ones that were working on this game, and they will give him like free keys. You know, like you put them in your computer
Like
and
a
you get a free game.
sponsorship
Right.
sort of thing.
So they're like, we don't want you streaming our games anymore. We're done with you professionally, blah,
Right.
blah, blah, whatever. And so there's rumors. I don't know how true this is because it's all over Twitter, but a whole bunch of his black followers unsubscribe from his channel.
Wow.
So
I mean,
Maybe that's what he wanted. If he
Huh?
is racist,
there you go.
I mean, who knows?
But that's the thing. I mean,
But I really doubt
this
that's the
this
case.
guy is number one. I mean, you think of YouTube, his face is basically the
Okay,
icon.
it's YouTube.
There's another thing I want to say, and nobody's being real about this. Everybody's too busy trying to say that themselves are not racist.
Right.
And I'm not saying people are racist, but to be honest with you, and if you're gonna be 100% real about this topic, how many people actually use the N-word very frequently who are not racists, but they just hear it in the music, they hear it in the movies.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
It's
and,
really
they,
good. Cheers.
and they kind of sympathize with that word. They use it endearingly with their friends.
Not a sponsor.
And
No affiliation.
those people not being of African American descent, but they use that word in an endearing way with their friends when they're in private. And being 100% real here, a lot of the people that are pointing fingers have used that word before.
Probably.
In private. I have to say, it's in private. Not
Yeah.
like PewDiePie, he said it in public.
Exactly.
But sometimes, you know, nobody's perfect. Sometimes you let things slip. The problem with PewDiePie, though, is he's had a history of anti-Semitic remarks.
Exactly. And that's the
And
problem.
now he's kind of moving on to the next thing. And at this point, with race being a hot topic
How it
issue
is, yes.
in the United States,
Mhm.
it's a forest fire. A forest fire you really don't want to walk nearby.
Well, I mean, I'm not again.
You jump right into it
not
with that
not,
word.
not defending him, but I mean, he isn't a U.S. citizen. He's not living in the U.S.
He's a Finnish.
Swedish, Finnish.
He's from Finland.
I believe so. So, I mean, technically, I mean, it's not something that he's constantly living in or around. But yeah, I mean, it's a worldwide kind of subject, regardless. But anyways, as it is right now, the whole controversy, it's kind of like split, not exactly in half, but there's a whole YouTube thing going on where some are against him, others are
for.
defending him. Basically, kind of like saying it's freedom of speech.
Right.
It's he's messing around. He's been proven he's not racist. Blah blah blah. And the other ones not so much attacking him, but kind of saying what we're saying. You need to watch what you're saying. People can say it. Some get away with it. Oh well, you're not one of them. Watch what you do. Watch what you say, kind of thing.
Right.
And I do respect that point of view for that reason alone, because that viewership that he has, especially all the minorities. Minors that are actually watching his day-to-day videos. I don't know, maybe it's not daily, but whatever, whatever videos that he pumps out, he's got a huge fan base. Anything he does and says can easily be an influence on these young minds, and obviously we don't want them following that trend of saying this kind of vulgarity or racist remarks
Right.
and thinking it's okay to use it, it's okay to say because this other person says it.
Yeah, he's a public figure, one that carries a lot of weight because of his popularity. So
Let me read you the tweet that the developer sent out. It said, "We're filing a DMCA takedown of PewDiePie Firewatch content and any future Camposanto games." And it says, "There is a bit of leeway you have to take with the internet when you wake up every day and make video games. There's also a breaking point, and I'm sick of this child getting more and more chances to make money off of what we make. He's worse than a closeted racist. He's a propagator of despicable garbage that does real damage to the culture around this industry."
get
I don't
off
know.
your high horse.
Yeah.
You guys have people on your teams that legitimately are probably
That's
in
what
that
I'm
boat,
that's what
you
I'm
know?
saying. Everybody
But-
has to kind of take a step back to kind of evaluate what is really going on, and rather than condemning him for what he's accidentally did.
And it was an accident. I mean, he cut himself after the fact, but he realized it. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, it was to
So-
me. I've seen
so
the
that's
clip.
why I
It does
give him
seem
a
like an oh
pass.
crap kind of moment.
But just like Leo, that he has to remember that this is not that is game time anymore.
And I
we
and
have
I
to
believe
remind them.
that
We have to
developer
remind
was
them.
Costa Studios, Costa Games, something like that. Firewatch it's a game.
Firewatch, that's another one.
That's the developer that did that. It wasn't PUBG. It was
No.
it was that one.
No,
That's the one
that
that
one
said.
came after, but this was the first one when the first things
okay.
came out. They made that statement.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean,
I
say give him one more chance, and if he screws up again, then that's it.
one more chance.
I mean, it's
Biggie give him
but see, this is the thing, and I think this is the more important thing. It's not so much a responsibility on him; it's a responsibility on us as the viewers. One, as parents watching over our
Well, yeah,
kids,
what are you watching?
or two, as the actual individual that's watching. You know that he has controversial stuff.
Let
He's
me
a
tell you
joker.
about an
I just
episode
want
of
to
the
say
Teen
this.
Titans.
I want to say this. I
that-
see him as a character. He's not a real life person. People think it's a real life person. PewDiePie is the character. His real name is something else.
Felix.
It's Sven.
No,
Sven
Felix.
something.
Felix.
It's not Frozen.
Sven Bjork. Anyway, PewDiePie
forget
is a
his last
character. This is a character you all are mad at, but you think he's a real life person.
I would
You
tell
also got to think about this when you see Norton playing a racist in a film. You don't get mad at Edward Norton. You get mad at the character. How come people get mad at this character? It's because people
Because-
think the
okay.
character is a real person.
Okay, but let me tell you, okay, there is one thing about movies, TV shows, I don't know, theater plays where you know that they're playing a character. These people do not specify, hey guys, by the way, my vlogging life, my YouTube videos, I'm just a character. No, they present themselves as how they see.
No, it's
themselves.
the internet. Anything goes on the edge of the internet. This is not film
Yeah,
and
but I'm
TV
telling you,
media.
it's kind of like the older generation, like the ones before us. Like
Right.
they don't know. I mean, the internet is new to them. The internet is
Right.
like they see it as it's just another side of media. And to
Right.
them, if you're videotaping yourself, holding the phone against your face and talking to people, to an audience, everybody's going to assume that's who you are. You're not saying,
Yes, I get that. Yeah.
welcome to the show, blah, blah, blah. I will be playing PewDiePie, but my real name is Felix.
But don't you think though, like the moment he
you know
says,
what I'm getting, right?
the
What
moment
I'm getting at.
the moment
Yeah.
he says I'm PewDiePie and he does a thing, he's telling you a character name. He's not. Nobody's gonna believe he's
but that's
PewDiePie.
what Francisco's saying, that
Yeah.
it's more of like if you're watching a reality TV show
Right.
where this is supposedly
right.
the person
Real
you're
life.
watching,
Oh,
not a character.
I understand.
And-
I get it.
and
I'm not-
people and this is what I was
I'm
kind
not
of relating
naive,
it
but
to.
what I am trying to point out is, people, let's remember this is a character.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not a real person.
And unfortunately, a lot of people out there
Don't know
can't
the difference. Yeah.
right.
get that relation that
And,
it's
and
two separate
in
entities.
addition to that, we have video games, Matt Stone, Trey Parker, where they
Mhm.
have, the new South Park game,
Oh my
the
goodness.
fractured but
Yeah, but
whole. I always have that pause so it doesn't sound so bad. Where it's extremely
Lewd.
like to the extreme offensive against race, religion,
But
age, creed, sex, whatever, gender, whatever. They go after, they attack everything. But that one's obviously, they're just characters and
You-
they're cartoon
but
characters.
you know,
Right.
you know
And you
that
know.
all this stuff is what's coming. You think of South Park, and
Yeah,
I'm not
but-
gonna let my
I mean,
kids watch.
I know you
this.
guys don't follow PewDiePie, but for people that follow him, shouldn't you know by now this is what's coming?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But okay,
I'm
so-
sorry, I keep
so
whose
whose fault is
interrupting you.
no, it's fine.
Yeah.
But whose fault is it then? Really, is it PewDiePie because he's getting a follower that doesn't understand
I
this,
honestly,
or is it on the viewer because they failed to
he needs to
understand this?
put a disclaimer
quite,
from now on.
quite. I'll be
I
be real
wouldn't
with
be
you.
surprised if
honestly,
YouTube makes them do something like that.
I honestly believe that it's people who hate his popularity,
Yeah,
hate the
yeah.
fact that he's one of the most influential
Yeah,
people
Yeah, I'm
on
pretty sure.
YouTube, and they want to tear him down. You know,
Mhm.
it's like, you know, you see who's on top of the mountain, you want to be on top of the mountain, so you know that you have to, by nature,
someone
tear
down.
that person down in order for you to
Oh,
get
man.
up on that pedestal.
We got a comment
So-
saying everybody is too sensitive these days. It's annoying. Yeah, I mean, with everything's. I mean, we were kind of talking about this. The whole reason with the racism
You
being.
gotta
brought
get that
up.
armadillo skin, you know.
It's an ongoing thing, especially in this country that we live in. It's a day-to-day
It's
thing.
sensitive right now,
and
though. That's the
very,
problem.
very critical
The
in
problem
certain
is
areas.
this new young generation, they can't take anything.
Mm.
I mean, we come from a generation where
Dude, la carrilla when you were little in
Where
Mexico, you
we
know, they
got-
called you el burro, and
we,
you know,
we
yeah,
got
whatever.
bullied, we got
Exactly,
beat, we
that's what I
got
mean.
called names, and
Yeah.
it was just all kind of like,
Like whatever.
we're still friends.
Yeah,
You know, like,
We're still
like,
friends.
Yeah, our own friends, we did that with each other, so
yeah.
we'd be tougher for it. And by the time that someone else really did it in a mean way,
it's bullying.
we were kind of like we're ready, you know, we're ready to defend
Mhm.
ourselves, whether it be with our words or with our actions. You know, we were more raised to have that thicker skin, that thicker hide, whereas these new generations coming up,
It's like
and it's I have to admit,
it's
it's
an
our fault too. We kind
immediate
of
nerve that gets hit.
raised them to be these sissies,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Oversensitive.
very
Yes.
sensitive, like oh, they said something mean to me. It's like well, what are you gonna do about it? You know, like
Yeah.
Okay, but again, whose fault is that?
that's our fault
On
as
our
the
fault.
parents. Our fault.
So-
everybody else.
Moral of the story: watch what your kids watch.
Yeah.
Understand
Melinda's telling
what
us
you're
that we
watching.
froze.
we froze.
You guys froze. Pause for a
We
second.
did, yeah. Well,
For those again just tuning in, yeah, we are having some technical
Internet.
difficulties. We're having a lot of frames drop, so obviously that's what you're seeing is kind of glitch and bounce
No, they're not
around.
seeing anything.
Rick.
It's-
Well, they can hear us. I'm pretty sure
no,
you can
they-
actually
they
hear
can't
us.
hear us either.
Rick,
I'm
you've
pretty
got
sure
to fix your
Audio
internet.
audio is usually always pretty clear.
No,
It's
no,
just,
but you see the little round thing going around? That means it's frozen, Rick.
no, for us.
Yeah, for them too. This is
I
not
know.
us right here.
Okay, so your brother, I believe, somewhere on here.
See, he's responding.
Oh no, AJ Bishop says.
See?
Um,
Well, anyways,
that,
we're
that
gonna
you owe me a bike.
Yo,
All
Mike.
these years later.
We're gonna re-upload this later on YouTube, guys. So that one should be clear, audio and video. So
Yeah, they can't hear us, Rick.
he commented,
Yeah, that was a delay.
so he can hear us now.
No, can you hear us? Say yes if yes. Say no if no.
Blink once for yes.
Yeah, they can't see us
Blink
too.
twice for no.
Blink twice. Look, she said you guys froze, and
Yeah,
then
that was the last thing.
and then we were frozen.
But we're on like a 3-minute delay. That's
Let
what
it
I'm telling you.
go.
That's true. Well, then they'll hear this
Let
3
it
minutes
go.
from now.
No, they won't.
Hey guys, we're
They're
just
gonna
talking.
finish this tomorrow.
All right,
just-
Rick. So
we're
what
just
did you
filling
want to
it.
say about Player Unknown Battlegrounds?
Oh, so I mean, aside from all this controversial stuff coming up, so this game I actually saw it about maybe a month or two ago.
Yeah.
I think it's actually an early access game. It's not a fully
It's
developed
been in
game.
beta form for almost a year now.
Something, yeah.
Mhm.
So I've seen it and I looked at it and I
And
was
people
like,
are already
are, we're back.
touting
That's
it
that's
as
kind
one
of
of the
a
best games ever.
We're
that's kind
back!
of a cool concept. You just basically get dropped. Remember that game Battle Royale? I mean, the movie Battle Royale.
Yes.
Essentially, that's what it
Hunger
is.
Games.
No,
You
it's
just
Hunger
get-
Games, Rick.
Hunger Games. So you just basically get dropped off on an island with nothing, with 100 players, I think, and you have to battle and survive.
Right.
So
Hunger
I
Games.
saw it a while ago, and I was like, it looks cool, but it looks kind of simple, kind of like, whatever. And now with all this stuff going on, like I've been looking more and more into it, and now I'm like, actually, this looks kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't actually look further into it earlier and get it.
Well, I have seen this like in ads and whatnot. However, I always thought it was just one of those very generic, low budget games that you see on PC. However, I've been hearing lots and lots of great things about this game, and I finally sat down and watched a beta review of the game, and it seems like it's possibly a game changer with the way it's executed, the way the gameplay mechanics that it has, everything. Excellent. Excellent. I think I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it pretty soon. Hopefully.
See, now they finally responded to when we asked that.
See, they'll hear it eventually, and I think that's it.
That's it.
That's all. You okay, Leo? You seem kind of.
I'm back down.
Somebody wanted the Leo's Furious 5.
Oh yeah. What's up with the Furious 5, Leo?
Well, there's a whole new setup we're working on with this little guy right here, the Stream Deck from Elgato that we're gonna set up after this stream.
No
we didn't
affiliation.
have time to do it earlier. Yeah, if Elgato, if you want to send us more Stream Decks,
We will
would
definitely
appreciate
accept
it.
them.
You have to go and do
a review about it.
Whoa. Sound effects.
And so I'm looking forward to having this as part of our show and hopefully bringing to you, the people at home, a better production, even though none of you watch us.
No, we appreciate you guys every week. Whenever we stream, that you're always there, you always comment, you always make this fun. It's actually nice to respond, to have some feedback going back and forth, because it helps us make a better show. And if it keeps you entertained, hey, more power to us all.
Yeah.
Is that it, Pancho?
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today here on DGT Live on Monday nights. I'm Leo, along with
Rick
and
Francisco.
Until next time, enjoy your games and love your families. Ciao. Toodaloo. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channels and all forms of social media.
Digital Game Time / merchandise. Don't forget.
T-shirts.
Show them the t-shirt before we leave.
It's out of reach.
It is. We're strapped to this setup.
We have
here.
a
Can't
desk
move.
here.
Sorry.
And it's like way out there. Sorry, guys. Maybe next show we'll show you.
All right then, folks. Well, until next time. See ya.